evening. We're at the witching hour. I'm Claudia St. John's, and you're watching Organic Strawberry Moon Tarot. All right, let me get into my little trance here. Bell I ring beneath thy creepy moon. Spirits gather, coming in soon. Cauldron stirs and cards will show truth that only night can know. Bubbling truth within the brew, secrets rising just for you. This cauldron whispers ever so gently, Sagittarius, come to me ever so lightly. Welcome, my pretties, to Organic Strawberry Moon Tarot. The truth will be revealed. Only this night can never know. Through the shuffling and ruffling, the cards must show to whom yet we do not know. All right, hello. I'm in my little hollow energy, my hello creepy energy. Welcome in. I'm just having fun. All right, so let's see. This is a lover's reading. This is for the next 30 days. Your monthly read, Sagittarius. Let's see. We'll look at singles, couples. We'll look at married. We will look at your money, your career, and I have a bonus for your next month future sneak peek. What you can expect next month, future prediction. And if you stay all the way to the end, we got some bonus. I got a bonus for you, some fun bonus. All right. But as we look into this reading, I did pull the emotional oracle. And it looks like the cards came out and they're saying there's a workplace affair, romance brewing. Okay. And then we have police station. Somebody calling the popo. Oh, no, no. Then we have massive regrets, karmic ties. Okay. Then we have love messages, getting shocking news, and then coping through alcohol or drugs. And then we're bumping heads, can't agree on anything. Then we have the married card. And then we have somebody being a hoe, being a Jezebel here. And then we have the divine masculine energy. Okay? All right, Sagittarius. I've been waiting for this reading quite a while. So there's going to be a lot of information in this reading. And so do catch the replay. Okay? And yeah, let's go into it. All right, I'm going to start with the general reading here, and then we're going to go from the general reading into the singles, couples, and the married, then finances, career. And then I'm going to do a rundown of all 12 signs, how each sign is dealing with you at this time, okay, or the next 30 days, rather. All right. All right, so this is your monthly reading. Welcome in. I'm Claudia St. John's. I'll be your tarot reader tonight. And get your witchy self in here, pull up a chair, and let's get to it. Yay. All right. All right. Let's give people a minute to get in here. Okay, I am getting text messages that people are trying to find me, that they need a second. Okay. So I'll give them that. We'll give them a second, no worries. Yep. Okay, perfect. No, yeah. Okay. Hello. Oh, we got Bijou in here. We got Mary. Hello. We got Katie in here. Hello, you guys. How you doing? All right. All right, let me find us on the laptop here. Okay. Very cool. All right, ready to begin. All right, ready or not, we're in it now. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm going to do a short poll. All right. What the hell? Hold on. Alright. Mm-mm. Okay, so I'm just doing the poll right now. All right, got it up running. Well, I didn't spell it. That's what my freaking auto correction should have done. You know, that's not. I'm not supposed to sit there and fix my spelling. All right, I'm ready. All right, let's shuffle and let's get into your reading. All right. What is going to come out is I know a lot of Sagittarius has been going through a crazy couple weeks. I know there's a lot of people, they're still coming in. People are going to be coming in all night. So, like I was saying, I know a lot of Sagittarius has been saying that, you know, past couple weeks has been turbulent. Like, you know, the theme I keep hearing is the rug got pulled underneath from me. The rug got pulled from underneath me. The rug. So, a lot of Sagittarius right now are wondering what's going to go on, what's going to happen next. And this could be in their love life or in their career or financial situation. So let's see what the general reading has to say. Okay. Everything's on the table with me when I do general readings: health, legal, love, money, career, finances, sex, everything. But it's a short limited time, so I only will highlight the major things that I can. These are not personal readings. So I'll just only touch upon what is really standing out at this time. Okay. Oh, my eye is tearing up. That's weird. I don't usually tear up like that. We got definitely a Sagittarius who's been sad. Definitely picking up on a Sagittarius who's been crying lately. Like last week or a couple weeks ago. I don't think their situation is that much better. I just probably got tired of crying. Alright, then we should get into this right now. Let's see what's going on. The Death card, first card out. Death, wow. Page of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, okay. Let's keep going. Nope, too many. Let's do it one at a time, please. Justice when I come out, I'll take it. Alright. You're giving me a book here. Like, yeah. These cards definitely want to talk, Sagittarius. They know you got a story to tell. They want to get it out there. And I will take the story. I'm not blocking the story coming out. I just don't want 10 cards coming out at one time. Alright. I just feel it's more legit when it's a card at a time coming out. Alright. Okay, here we go. Oh, the Empress in reverse. Okay, how many cards we got so far? 2, 4, 6, 7. One more card. All right, one more card. All right, 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Aye. All right, we have the Empress and the 8 of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck. I'll tell you what cards we have. We have the Magician at the bottom of the deck here in the shadow energy. Magi. Magi is somebody in the shadow, tends to be a trickster and manipulator. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on here. Okay, so let me tell you what cards I got here. And we go through the story. We have Death, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Justice, Knight of Wands. All right, Sagittarius is horsey. 5 of Pentacles. Then we got the Empress in reverse. And the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. It normally looks like this. Yeah, like that. Okay. All right. So, okay, so right away we are starting out. You know what? I'm going to put the cards up here so you can see what I'm talking about. That'll be like, so you don't have to look on this table. So we have the Death card, first card out. Second card out is the Page of Pentacles. All right. So it looks like something is ending. Definitely, I feel like Sagittarius are going through a transformation cycle, okay? Things are definitely changing around you. I don't think it could be one major thing. There's like one major thing changing, or it could be one major thing and little things changing that you may not even been privy to, because this one thing that's big for you, major for you, is taking up a lot of your focus. But if you really would look at the past month or so, you would definitely say that you have changed. You are changing in many ways. All right. So you're definitely not the same person you were 6 months ago. You're definitely not the same person you even were 3 months ago. And I definitely don't even feel you're the same person you were a month ago. You've changed a lot. Okay. Some of you, been doing the work, tapping into your spirituality, tapping into spiritual practices, and others, it's just something you're doing not even consciously. It's unconsciously. Okay. So the Death card is telling me you're going through a transformation. And the Death card is here to say that something has ended. Something has ended. It could be a pattern or a habit you kept doing. Definitely could talk about a connection ending of some sorts. Now we're going to dive deeply into it. Is this about a current romantic thing that's ending? Or is this just about patterns and habits, or work, or something related to your career or work? We'll find out. But the Page of Pentacles tells me that this is like you are building something new. You're starting something new. It's like you're learning new ways of something. It's like you have a new idea. You're holding a pentacle in your hand, and it's like a new idea that you're crafting, you're molding. It's like maybe you already started this a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago. But I fairly feel like this is a new style you're doing, a new way you're doing something differently than how you used to do it. Or this is a yet. Or this is, for some of you, it's a yet to happen. Okay? Because not every Sagittarius is on the same timeline. So then we move to, like, this is starting something new. And I feel like the Ace of Pentacles follows this card. So you have the Page of Pentacles follows the Ace of Pentacles. And this is very strong energy here. All right. It's definitely telling you this little pentacle is going to bring in something stable. Something stable and long-term that's going to be grounded and very abundant for you. Okay. Now, I do see some of you starting a new job or restarting something. This is like giving your attention to something that you're beginning or redoing. Okay. For some of you, it can be completely new, but for others, I feel it's something you're already familiar with. Okay. And like I said, this concept, this way of doing something is actually going to work for you. Now, I do see you guys, like a side hustle, a project that you're working on does bring in some money. Now, this can be a large lump of change coming in at once, or this is small money over a large period of time. Okay, over a long period of time. But I do see money coming in for you. More money than usual. Okay. Then we go to the Justice card and the Knight of Wands. All right. So this energy is telling me that karma is looking out for you. That karma is bringing in this fast money for you, because if you've been especially good in your life. You know, you dotted your I's, crossed your T's, made sure your side of the street was clean. I feel like karma is stepping in and making sure that you get your due. Okay. Financially. Now, this definitely can talk about a new connection beginning here. Okay. Like, this is like the Page of Pentacles. You could be on your phone, on a dating app, or on social media, or on texting, talking to somebody new. And this has a lot of potential to get off the ground. And the Justice card is definitely, again, karma saying that it sees that you've been pissed up, you've been pissed on a lot in your dating life or in your love life. So now it's actually going to bring you in somebody that is potential and somebody very grounded and that you'll be happy and pleased with. That you don't have to tolerate them, you don't have to deal with them, but instead you're going to feel abundant because of them. Big difference. And the Knight of Wands energy is that this person is coming in very fast, this money or this new person. Or this could be a person you already know. But now I feel like you're stepping up the game. Your approach with them is different. Something how you're going to do is going to change. And because of your approach to this project, this career thing or job or situation or relationship, that's what changes everything, because you now pivot from a positive perspective, from a positive disposition, no longer as a victim, no longer as, let's see what the universe can bring me. It's like you're now speaking as a co-creator, not just as a passenger of life. You're a co-creator of life. And now the universe is like, you know what? I totally appreciate that. I'm glad you're stepping up and owning your shit. Now we can co-create together. And now this is when blessings start turning in your favor. All right. So up to this point, things feel fine and dandy. You could be having a new Libra come in. I do have all earth is here and all fire is here. Okay. This person may work in the law. Okay. They make work in the law department in some way, shape, or form. All right. So I do feel like this money coming in is going to be very appreciated, because as the reading progresses, we're now in the Five of Pentacles, followed by the Empress in reverse, followed by the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And this is telling me here that money issues. Maybe some of you are not feeling so good with your energy. This is a time that Five Pentacles could be validating health issues surfacing, okay, in the next 30 days, or having stress and worry about finances, okay? And the Empress in reverse, this is very huge, because I would have loved to see the Empress upright with this card. But since she's in the reverse, this is definitely telling me that even though you may have this win early on in the reading, that still doesn't convince you to stay in this positive energy. It looks like you resort right back to self-doubt, pessimism, feeling like things are lacking, instead of looking at things half filled, you're looking at things half empty. Okay. And this could also be affecting how you see yourself. You know, if your money is struggling, if your health is struggling, this is definitely can taint the way you're viewing yourself. Now, the Empress is somebody who, whether you're a male or female watching Sagittarius, this is somebody very gorgeous, very handsome, very put together. But in the reverse energy, it's like the person stops caring about themselves. They just really don't feel that positive. They don't really lavish the beauty. They don't appreciate the beauty around them. They don't appreciate the beauty inside them, or the beauty they have. And this is affecting like your self-image and everything. And then Eight of Pentacles is in the reverse. Now this is starting to affect your work. Okay. Love and money sometimes are the same frequency, the same energy. So you got to be very mindful of watching that do not let your circumstances dictate to you how you should feel. Remember, your circumstances are just an expression of the beliefs you're buying into. Like one of my favorite mantras is, my circumstances don't matter, only my state of being matters. And that means I choose how I'm going to feel regardless of what's going on around me. I don't let my circumstances ever dictate my mood. All right. So let's clarify what's going on with this Empress energy and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Because we can't have you just stand in the slack. So knowing that the Five of Pentacles is going to be hitting later in the month, as we're progressing in the month, maybe be careful of your spending early on, because when you do get that money coming in, or when you get that raise or a bonus or that extra or that side hustle starts paying off, like you don't start relying on too much. Being prepared is half the battle. Okay. When I say the Pentacles here, all right, we have the Chariot with the Nine of Wands energy. Okay, so the Nine of Wands is telling me this is Sagittarius's Wounded Warrior card. Okay, one of Sagittarius's minor arcana cards, and this is saying, like, this is like you got your wall built up. You're like in this. You're in the you got a lot of bandages around. You're wounded. You're tired. You're exhausted. But the importance of this card is, regardless that you're on your last resources, regardless of how tired and drained you are, regardless of how many wars you've been in prior to this one, and you're so sick and tired of the hustle and the grind, and you just want to throw it, you just want to throw your hands up. You just want to raise the white flag and say, I'm done. But the energy of this card is like, don't do it, because you are so close to that one wand that you need to complete this cycle. You're one wand away. You're so close. So this energy of this card talks about persevering. Keep going. Keep going. Because when you want to give up and you don't, that's when you're going to see changes happening in your favor. And then we have the Chariot. The Chariot is a very powerful card. It's a major arcana. It's number 7. We have number 9, number 7. The 16th could be important for some of you on this month. So it definitely talks about, like, some of you may even mark this on your calendar, that the 16th would be like, I want to give up. I don't want to go on. Some of you could be getting bad news. Something about travels, or getting just, feeling totally like in the ditches. I want you to remember not to give up, but to persevere and to keep moving forward. The Chariot is somebody who has a lot of willpower, a lot of determination. This is, you keep your eye on the prize. You keep your eye on the prize. You don't get fixated on this. You don't sweat the small stuff. You keep your eyes on the prize. All right, yeah. So the reading is telling you there is going to be some obstacles. Yes, there is. But you got to keep going. You got to keep going through it. And remember, the only change is constant. The only constant is change. Things always change. So they are not going to be like that forever. You just got to persevere until things change. All right? All right. Now let's go into the singles reading. All right, that was your general reading, Sagittarius. Now let's go into the singles quickly. Oh my. All right. Let me see. Do I get the singles? Yes, I do. All right, beautiful. Okay. All right, if that resonated with anybody, hit that like button. And if you're here, subscribe, join the tribe, don't be an outcast. I'm trying to raise my numbers. Just crossed 600. I would love to leave it tonight with another 100. Yeah. If this resonates with you, hit that like button. Make sure you are subscribed so this reading reaches someone else who might need to hear it. And it always feels good to help another person. And if you are here, just know you are meant to be here. This was no accident. Okay. All right, singles. What's going on in your current situation? The Empress energy. Okay, so singles, you feeling good. You feeling fine. You know you got it going on. Sagittarius women, Sagittarius men. Okay. With your sexy, fine self. You're like, I sure do. You feeling good. You looking good. Okay. Very cool. And with this Empress energy, this is also telling me, Sagittarius, that you're ready. You're ready to go. You're ready to dive into something serious. You're ready to dive in. And for singles, you know, I don't think you're fearing the dating life. I feel like if whether it's you want to just keep dating or you want something serious, I feel like you're ready for it. I don't see you being guarded. I don't see you lugging baggages around. Yeah, you're in a very comfortable, loving energy. You have a lot of self-love. That's a Sagittarius I'm picking up on, who has a lot of self-love for themselves. Mm-hmm. For sure. Okay. All right, and let's find out. The person around you at this time, one of them, the main one. Let's find out how they feel about you. The Ace of Cups. Wow. See, look at that, Sagittarius. You're in this positive energy of the Empress. So now you're attracted in, like, good, positive energy. See how that works? It's like you don't force it. You don't manipulate the energy. You don't try to outsmart it. So it'll catch up to you. But you get yourself in this Empress energy where you're feeling good, looking good, and you know it. It's not because you need me to validate it. You could care less if I validate it or not. You know how you're coming in. You're not coming in damaged. You're not coming in like, oh, part of me is broken. I'm wounded. I need fixing. You're coming in as somebody, I have a lot of love to give and I deserve to be loved. And if somebody can meet me where I'm at, I'm happy to oblige. All right. And look at this. This person that you're attracting in sees you as somebody who's open with their heart, somebody who's honest with their heart right now. And that's a great energy. They see you as somebody totally open to love, open with their heart, giving they see that you're willing to give your heart. Okay, that's very cool. Let's find out how you see this person. The Six of Swords. All right, why the Six of Swords? You see them in there in a... You could have met them while they were traveling for business, okay? You could have also met somebody while they were moving. Somebody who just recently relocated. Like if you're talking to somebody on a dating app, I wouldn't be surprised if they just told you they recently relocated or about to come to your area. All right. What else about this person? The Eight of Cups. All right. Yeah, they're going through changes. Things are changing. There's a lot of things that changed around them recently. They could tell you that they changed locations. They even changed up something in their job or their career. That's how you know who this is. What else about them? The Knight of Coins, the King of Coins. Ooh, not the Knight. This is Big Daddy energy. This is Big Dog energy. This is a businessman, businesswoman energy. This is somebody stable. This is somebody doing well for themselves. This is not a BUM. If you're talking to a BUM, no, this isn't it. This is somebody very balanced. They have a strong foundation. They attained their financial careers or their financial goals. They attain them. Okay. This could be a person that is very comfortable in their stability, or they could be very wealthy. But yeah, they're no longer going through up and downs. All right, so that'd be another way who this would be. Okay. So let's find out then. Is this person lying to you in any way? No, this is for the singles. The Death card. If they have been lying to you, I think that's going to come to an end because you're going to soon find out. So I realize that the longer you keep talking to them, the more truthful it's going to become. Okay. Especially if you met them on a dating app or in a social media account, like they just didn't think that things were going to get off. You know, you still keep talking to them. And then are they talking to other people right now? This is for the singles, those in something not serious or embarking on a new connection. The Devil. Okay, so yes, this person definitely could be fixated on porn or fixated on sex in some way, shape, or form. Are they seeing other people? It's very, with the Devil's energy, yeah, it's very likely. But again, you need to ask your, you know, and this is singles, like no commitment has been made. So is it wrong for them? No, that's not why I'm bringing this to the table. I'm just giving you insight. Yeah, this is where connection is still not serious. All right, and always ask questions. This is not individual reading. These are for general. All right, so where's this heading for my singles? What can you expect? Is this gonna go anywhere, or is this gonna just freaking fall apart? The wheel. It's heading towards the wheel. All right, so divine timing is a thing here. And when the wheel shows up, it also says that this is like, could feel like a soulmate. The more as you get to know this person, this energy will shift to like a spiritual connection of sorts, where they're going to feel like kindred spirit, a soulmate energy. And you're going to see how divine timing starts lining things up. That you just met them in the right time. Even if right now it could feel a little bit off. It all makes sense to you and coming up as time moves on. So the wheel says, yeah, things right now feel unexpected. You don't know. They're not really predictable right now. But as the wheel moves, things should be getting better and better for you. Maybe not necessarily with this person per se, but in your love life in general, singles. Let me clarify what this wheel is talking about. The Hangman energy. All right, so what does the Hangman mean with the wheel? that for the wheel to work in your favor, you got to be mindful of the energy you're holding. You know, because the only thing that stops the wheel from moving forward positively, if you keep your thoughts in the negative, if you keep looking at things in a negative perspective, that's what slows the wheel down or even stops it. You got to look out the wheel as it's going forward, no matter what happens, no matter what the circumstances are, that it's benefiting you. It's benefiting you in some way, shape, or form, even though if you cannot see it as that right now. You have to trust, you got to have faith in the wheel. The universe is looking out for you. And if you be in that energy, then things are gonna be so synchronistic. You're gonna see, wow, the universe really got you. Okay. So singles, the sign we have here is Libra, Taurus, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Pisces again, all Earth, Pisces again, and Aquarius energy. Okay, let's go now to the couples. All right, couples / marrieds. All right. Yeah, how many singles do we have here in the chat tonight? Any singles we have here? Yeah, let me know. Hi, Teresa. How you doing? What about Satan? So you guys are 75% so far. The question is, do you think Sagittarius is a blunt sign? 75% of you said yes. Oh, how funny. Hi, Lazy D. Okay. And Lazy D, do you go on to other tarot readers that talk about Spirit's got a message for you? Do you talk to them about that? And I don't think you know what you're doing. Why do you underestimate me like that? You don't even know me. All right. All right, let's go now into the couples. / married. All right, couples, what's going on in your situation? All right. The Tower. Holy moly. Wow. Something is definitely being shaken up right now. This is upheaval. This is sudden shakeup. This is like turbulent energy. This is like, holy fuck, something suddenly shifted. This is what I was talking about in the intro. A lot of Sagittarius were talking about how they feel like the rug was pulled from underneath them. Suddenly something shifted. Like, you're like, what the F? You know, what the F is happening? It's like a very dramatic change. All right. So couples, how does your person see you at this time? They see you as a Chariot. They see you as somebody who's very ambitious, somebody who's very driven. There's somebody very motivated to go forward. Okay? They see you trying to get somewhere very fast and that you're very motivated. Whether that's true or not, that's how they see you. All right, and how do you feel about this person? Okay, we have here eight of coins. You see this person as the 8 of coins energy. So couples, you see your person, that they're willing to put time, energy, effort into this connection and to build with you. They're willing to invest into this connection and build things with you. All right, that's a great thing. They see you're very driven to move this forward and they want to build with you. Yeah, just be careful that this doesn't just become a conquest. Like, this isn't like you're just trying to attain a status or a destination that is not, or you're trying to reach a destination. The point is to enjoy the moment, to be in the here and now, to connect with your person on an emotional level. This is like somebody being like not really listening to what the other person's saying and being like, yeah, we're moving forward, baby. Yep, yeah, we're going forward. Oh, you're upset. You're mad about this and that. Oh, don't worry. We'll worry about that down the line. Let's just move forward now. You know, be careful being that energy. Yeah, because what you don't fix now can come back and bite you later. Okay. And then let's see, couples. What's the outcome here? The Five of Pentacles. All right. So this could definitely tell me that couples, Sagittarius couples, yeah, some of you could feel like you're being ghosted or being left out in the cold, getting the cold shoulder from your person. You feel like they're no longer supporting you, or you no longer feel like they're, you guys are on the same page about things. You feel like you're going in one direction and you feel like they're doing something totally different. When 1 minute you felt like we were working as a team together, now it feels like the tower came in and it totally snapped you out of this illusion. You're no longer in this illusion anymore that things are hunky-dory, that we're both on the same page, we both want the same things. Something has definitely shifted here. Now, Five Pentacles definitely means the relationship is going through a bad time. You could definitely feel like they're giving you the cold shoulder for the month, or for a couple weeks, a week, I don't know. Maybe 5 days or something. Definitely feel like things are not... Definitely feel like things are in trouble here. Yeah, the Seven of Swords came out. So I do feel with the Seven of Swords, now the Seven of Swords can go two ways with this energy, following the Five of Pentacles. Like somebody is now a serial liar, a serial cheater. Now they just really amp up their game 10 times as much. Or it can go the other direction, as where they come clean now and set the story straight with you. They come clean with everything they've been doing and want to start a new chapter the right way. All right, let me clarify why the Seven of Swords is here so we can get some insight. Okay. Let's see which way this is going to go. The Queen of Wands. All right, so I definitely feel like the Moon, uncertainty. Yeah. Following your intuition, because there's a lot of uncertainties, like you're navigating. There's a lot of things that you're not being told, or you can't believe everything you're being told. The Moon card, it's saying you feel like things are not as they appear. Three of Swords, third party energy. Look at that. There could be a third party energy intervening in this connection. The Moon, the Three of Swords is following the Moon. You're feeling like somebody's being deceitful. Seven of Swords. So I don't think this is, I don't know if somebody's being more truthful because it doesn't look like things are getting better here. It's like maybe for a minute you get your confidence back, feeling like things are getting back to getting good again. But we follow that energy. They may come clean. They may come clean and to act like they're telling you everything, and then you think, oh, we're finally getting good now. But don't get fooled because there's the Moon card followed by a Three of Swords. They're still not telling you everything. They're still. I think they're being a shady serial liar. I think they're gonna lie more, and they're gonna try to act like they're telling you the truth. Yeah, Magician, Three of Swords, manipulation, yeah. Yeah, this is deception, magician's trickery, misuse of their skill, misuse of a skill. Okay, and the Moon talks about somebody having a double life. Where's that Moon at? Somebody could be having a double life with the Three of Swords. Okay, this is lies, secrets, double life, confusion. Confusion, using confusion as cover, as to keep you in a state of confusion. This is the magician's way to manipulate somebody, keeping you confused. All right. So be careful, married, and yeah, are they lying? Yes. Are they cheating? Yes. All right, but it's going to differ to Sagittarius, person to person. So do your own investigation and ask your questions. We have Cancer, Gemini, Virgo, Taurus, Pisces, Cancer, Libra, all fire, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Virgo, Scorpio, and Aries is here. Okay? All right, and then that was for the married and the couples. Okay? Now, if that resonated with you, hit that like, subscribe. Don't be an outcaster. Please join the tribe. I want to get my numbers up tonight. That would really help out the channel. And now we can pivot to the financial sector, the career sector. Okay. All right, so let's look at how your finances look right now. And then how will they look? Okay. All right. So the money and career is one thing. I'm going to blend them together. Feel free, ladies. All right. And this is a lot of information coming out tonight. So you can check out the upload when it comes out. And remember, if you're here, you're meant to hear something, okay? You're not here by an accident. There's something you're definitely supposed to hear tonight. For some of you, it's a few things you're meant to hear. Okay, let's find out. All right, Sagittarius' finances, current situation right now. All right. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5 of Wands. All right, so there is conflict, competition around your finances. There could be heavy competition. Maybe you're in sales or something like that. You feel like there's heavy competition. There also could be conflict around your money. All right, maybe somebody's not agreeing to pay you for the amount established before, or etc. All right, there's conflict and competition around your money at this time. All right, let me go into asking, at your job, does your coworkers, does your staff, does your audience, does your customers, do people there, how do they see you at this time, Sagittarius? The World. Why the World? The world is because they see you elevating. You're elevating at their workplace. People see you have totally changed. They see like you have outgrown the position you're in. Like they see that you have come a long ways. Like you mastered the position you're in now. They see you doing something very professional, very very, very skilled at it. If you're like in social media, you're getting bigger and wider, getting more acknowledged. You're getting out there. Let's say if you got a band, you're getting more recognition. If you're in a corporate business, it looks like you mastered this area that you're in. Okay. And then the question is, how does your boss or management view you at this time? How does your boss or management view you at this time? The Four of Swords. Sleeping? Are you sleeping too much? Do they see you lazy and sleeping? They don't see you doing much at all. You're always just resting. Why the Four of Swords? Are you taking too much vacation or too much time off? Yeah. So how does your boss or management see you? They see you always like napping, sleeping, being taking breaks. Ten of Swords. Oompa. Yeah, they don't, this is not gonna go well. So Ten of Swords follows by the Four of Swords. Yeah, they always see you slacking off, taking breaks, sleeping, or yeah, that's not gonna go well. Be careful. For some of you, this can lose your job because of that. Ten of Swords, yeah. This could also say that if work has been very stressful for you, okay, if you feel very mentally exhausted work-wise, and it's been heavy on your mind, okay, that it does tell me that it's at a 10 of Swords. So this thing is coming to an end, okay? The cycle where you feel very mentally drained, very mentally exhausted, this cycle is coming to an end. The Four of Swords, this is about being in an effigy or like a mausoleum. Back in medieval times, the knights or the nobles, they had this effigy. It's like a pristine mausoleum, and their tombs, they would have their statue of them on their tomb. But a lot of times during medieval times, the knights would come and hide in these effigies and take a break and rest, or maybe take a nap between wars. Okay. So I do see like something is mentally exhausting you. You could also feel like at work you felt betrayed or let down, strongly disappointed. Like you feel like maybe you're advanced for a position you're in. Like you should be doing something, more upscale, or you should be getting paid more for what you are, the kind of work you're doing. And definitely I feel like this is definitely draining you, and this is at the 10 of Swords, so this is coming to an end, meaning that now there should be light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, that this is going to pass soon for you. All right, and then the next question, are you up for a raise or a promotion in the next 30 days, Sagittarius? Are you up for a raise or promotion in the next 30 days? Ace of Swords, hells to the yes. Okay, I do see you're definitely up for a raise or a promotion. Okay, definitely. You got 2 thumbs up. You got winter energy here. Let me clarify this Ace of Swords. Tell me more about this promotion or raise. Is it going to be everything the Sagittarius thought it would be, or not really? Oh, the Strength card. So Okay, so around this, it looks like there's a caveat to this raise or promotion. Because the strength card is talks about that like patience is needed. It's a slow burn. It's like you need to hold back your negative emotions and lead with a positive approach towards things. So it's like don't let your negative emotions like you know, hold back your negative emotions, and it's like you're showing a front. You got to have this front that you're happy and everything's positive, that you got it, that you're good. Okay, it's like putting on a front. Okay, like you're asked to put on a front. This is not the time to air your grievances. Okay, and then what's the next question? If you're on social media, and or you got a social, you're on social media, or you got a channel, is your channel likely to get bigger and better in the next 30 days, Sagittarius? Is it likely to get bigger or better in the next 30 days? Ten of Cups. Holy shit. Holy shit, what card I almost picked? I almost picked the Five of Cups. That would have been like feeling a loss or feeling regrets, feeling like you lost something. But I pulled a 10 of Cups for you. Look at that. So if you are in social media, you work on social media, have a social media account, or you got channel, I do see in the next 30 days you getting bigger and better. Look at that. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Hands down, man. 10 of Cups. Not the 9 of Cups. Not the 3 of Cups. Not the 2 of Cups, but the 10 of Cups. All right. And then, are you likely to go viral? Hold on, let me shuffle for this one. Let me shuffle, ruffle. Okay, let's see. Because I don't want anybody to say, oh, you knew what cards you had. No, I don't know what cards I have. I'm really not paying attention like that. That's why we're going to shuffle it just to make sure. Not even by accident. I don't know what card is where. See, look. Don't know where we're at. Okay. So, are you likely to go viral in the next 30 days, Sagittarius? Two of Swords. Oompa. Okay. Two of Swords is like, no. Okay. I do see that you're stuck. I don't see anything going viral. Okay. It looks like you're stuck. Like it's this sucks or that sucks. Like either decision you feel like you can make at this time, you don't feel like would bring you the results you're going after. Okay. So what's the answer right now? If the answer is if you don't feel confident, and if you don't like any of the options you're with, you use this as your protection. You do nothing. Doing nothing right now is your protection energy. Okay. And by doing nothing, two things will happen. Something will change. Okay, something will change, and that'll be information. Or number two, you'll finally get more information, or you'll have the correct information. And how will you know if that's happening? Is because by then, one of the options will make sense to you. If not, both options will make sense. As of right now, both options does not make sense to you. Both options suck. And that's how you know that you're not having all the information or the right information at this time. So at this time, just enjoy yourself sitting on the fence for now. Okay, and then do you have more money coming in, Sagittarius? This is the big $1 million question we all been waiting for. Do you have more money coming in? And then if I need to clarify on this, I will. All right, well, looks like I'll just pull. All right. We'll go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 3 of Cups. Yay. All right, let me clarify this 3 of Cups. So, yes, you have more money coming in. You're going to have a reason to celebrate. You're going to be happy, cheerful. Yes, it's like, yes, toasting. Cheers, everybody. All right, but let's clarify what this is about. So, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, it's either 7 or 8. I'm going to go with 7. 4 of Wands. Holy shit. Something about your home may be beneficial, okay, regarding this. Maybe you're getting property tax money back or something, or it's not as much as you thought. I do see you stable. You got 11 here in the 4 of Wands energy. So you're lucky, something stable. So this finances looks very grounding, very stable for you. Okay, and something like you feel very, very blessed energy. Now let's see what number 8 would have been if I would have chosen it. The Star. Okay, so because both of the cards would have been very positive, I do feel like you have more money coming in. This also talks about, this is like a wish coming true. This is about things looking optimistic. This thing's looking very positive for you. And this is like you're being seen, you're being validated. You're finally getting somebody that validates you or validates your work. Okay? And for people on social media, the Star card would have been like you're being seen more. You have more credibility or authority or something like that. So, but the 4 of Wands is definitely saying stability, grounded. This is the energy of celebrating 3 of Cups followed by the 4 of Wands. That number adds up to 7, and I did pick number 7. Synchronicity right there. Okay, you guys hear how that lined up? See that? That lined up perfectly. So you do have money coming in. Maybe you do some dog sitting or house sitting, something like that. Something about a home would be a factor, or maybe you can finally get your things fixed up in a home, okay, or a property or a house, okay. That could redecorating, getting new furniture. There's so many things you can do with that energy. And if that resonates for you and you want to claim that more money, hit that like and subscribe. Yes, hit that like button and make sure you are a subscriber. So this reading definitely reaches someone else who might need to hear it. And it's always good to know that you help somebody else. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to do the rundown. So, let me give you your career advice, and then we'll do the 12 sign rundown. All right, what is the career advice Sagittarius needs to know at this time? I got to give you advice before I leave this section here. All right, what is one advice right now for the next 30 days Sagittarius is being advised to do? Let me put these back here. And just so you wanted to know what signs showed up around your career and your finances was Pisces, Libra, Leo, Libra again, Aries, Cancer, Libra again, Gemini, Leo again, and Capricorn. Okay, so let's see what is the career advice Tarot wants you to know at this time. Oops, whoa. Let's see what cards popped out here. You have the Hangman, the Three of Swords, and the Four of Swords in reverse. All right, so this is an FYI. Yeah, I'm going to read these cards. You have the Hangman, Three of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Okay. Four of Swords is in reverse. Okay, it's like that. So what is this card saying? Okay, so the Hangman is saying that you need to surrender control. You need to, you know, hang back your energy. You could be feeling like you're on a wait. And there could be a third party intervening in a situation. And you could be feel like you're put on hold or you're waiting to see what happens with this energy. Okay? But the cards are telling you to, like, you know, release your control. Stop trying to control this dynamic to be in your favor. Or stop trying to force it or manipulate this in any way. And with the Four of Swords in reverse, it's like, you know, you may have been upset about this, maybe even, you know, been depressed, didn't feel like doing much because this has been really hard or heavy on your heart of late. But with the Four of Swords in the reverse is like enough of this, letting this affect you in a negative way, letting this energy get you down, enough of that. You need to change your perspective you need to change your perspective to a positive one so you can get up and start going about your business. Because you shouldn't let anybody situation have this kind of negative impact on you. So whatever you got to tell yourself that you can buy into, long as you don't keep yourself waiting and hold and lacking energy. So whatever I would say, like I would do an affirmation, whatever is going on over there is their business, and I'm not going to be affected, and I'm going to go on with my things, and I have good things coming in. So, and the reason I have good things coming in is because I'm working hard towards it, and I'm just going to stay in the energy. All right, let's see. So that's just an example. That's what I would say. I wouldn't let anybody else's shit or drama affect my energy. It already did. That was enough. I'm not giving it one more moment of my attention like that. I'm claiming my power back. You know. All right. Just for example. Okay. And then let's find out. Let's do Aries. You still need your advice. Okay, sure. All right, what's the advice for Sagittarius in the work career? All right, give me a card here. Well, let's see if a card will fall out. Let's see. All right, let's see what we got. We got the Hierophant, the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Swords. You got 5, 10, 10. I'm sorry, you got 5, 10, and 9. So it'll be 5, 9, and 10. Okay, we got the Hierophant, 9 of Swords, and the 10 of Cups. Okay. All right. So what this is saying, okay, the Hierophant is saying that to stick to what is tried and true. Stick to what has worked for you in the past. This is not the time to go outside of the box and do something new. This is not the time to be original. Stick to what has been working for you so far. And the other thing is, with the Hierophant energy, is stick to your moral code. Okay? Do not bend your values or your morals or your ethics to just because to be with somebody. It's better to be alone than to put your morals, to lower your morals for somebody else. Because then you would just only be resentful in the long run. So stick to your guns. And when you're in this energy, 9 of Swords, that you're stressing out, maybe worried and stuff, and just validate this energy. This energy, these emotions are popping up for a reason. It's indicating these emotions are letting you know what belief you're buying into about yourself. So one question I would ask is, what must I believe in about myself for me to be in this kind of situation? And be truly honest. What do you got to believe about yourself that you'd be in this situation? And being validating this emotion, not needing it to change, but not sitting in it forever as well. Just validating it, validating that I'm not going to change my morals. I'm not going to lower my standards for somebody else. And yes, and it still can hurt. Taking the high road still can hurt, but that's okay. It's not ruining me. I'm not falling apart because of it. And then you come out into the 10 of Cups. Sometimes we must have some negative energy. As long as we don't let it overcome us, it's fine. And by you being okay with this 9 of Swords, you get to your 10 of Cups. Like, just remember, this too shall pass. All right? And being firm with who you are and what you know works for you, and not lowering the bar or lowering your standards for anybody, whether it's in work or relationships, then you are in this energy of feeling happy and content. All right? That's your advice. Okay, now let's do the rundown. This is a very long reading. There's a lot of energy packed in here. Yeah, I would have to probably watch it on a replay if I wasn't the one giving you the reading. This is a lot of good stuff in here. I do watch my own readings for advice, and my friends always do. So I know my readings have value. I would definitely bet on my readings, like 100 on it, no doubt. Okay, let's see. So we're going to go through Aries to Pisces. All right, what's going on with each sign right now? You know, what kind of energy are you in with each sign right now? Let's see. Okay. All right, mix these up for you. All right, Aries to Pisces. Aries to Pisces. All right. All right. I'm ready. All right, let's do it. All right, Sagittarius, if you're dealing with an Aries, what's going on? The Four of Pentacles. Yeah, the Aries could come off like a cheapskate. They're very, they're protecting their heart and their money too much around you. Taurus, it could just how they're be. It could be a personality thing, nothing personal. All right, if you're dealing with the Taurus, we have the Justice card. And Taurus is going to try and make things right with you. If you're dealing with a Gemini, we have the Moon. There's a lot of trust issues with a Gemini right now. If you're dealing with a Cancer, looks like there'll be a reunion or celebration with a Cancer. Good times, celebrations, reunion with a Cancer. If you're dealing with a Leo, Leo is coming off very guarded. If you're dealing with a Virgo with the Two of Pentacles, I feel like things are up in the air with the Virgo. If you're dealing with a Libra, Libra is right now detaching from you. Okay? If you're dealing with a Scorpio, Scorpio is upset. All right? They could, yeah, they're upset. And if you're dealing with a Sagittarius, yeah, it looks like there could be a new Sagittarius coming in, or you'll be having sex with the Sagittarius soon. Okay. And if you're dealing with a Capricorn, I feel like a Capricorn is holding back from you at this time. And if you're dealing with an Aquarius, Aquarius is crushing on you. There could be a new Aquarius coming in. And I feel like there would be a surprise with an Aquarius. And if you are dealing with a Pisces, I feel like this thing with Pisces is going to be a missed opportunity. Yeah, they feel like they're getting the cold shoulder from you. Or they feel like you don't care. Okay, they feel like you don't care. So if you're dealing with a Pisces, let me ask, so should Sagittarius reach out? Let's find out. So if it's an even number, it'll be yes. A negative number will be like no. Should Sagittarius reach out to a Pisces? You got a number 6. So it's saying yes. And by reaching out, it looks like it'd be very reciprocal. They may need some help from you or something like that. So it looks like it'd be very well received. And who's this? So we had those Libra, Scorpio. Let's find out. Should you reach out to Scorpio? Scorpio feels upset about this thing with you for some reason. The 10 of Wands. If you reach out to Scorpio, you're going to feel like resistance. Like it's hard. It's hard to talk to them, or you're going to get a lot of resistance, I feel. And what about with Libra? You have the 2... Libra is detaching. What's going on with that energy? Let's find out. The Sun. Okay. So you will have some clarity from Libra soon. Okay. So how many days we got? Something like in 2 days you can get some clarity. Okay. So we're on a Monday. So probably by Wednesday it could be significant. Wednesday, Thursday. All right. We do have that little crescent moon there. And if you're dealing with a Capricorn that's holding back from you, what's going on with that? Let's see. Let's clarify. The 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, they're just busy working. They're holding back because they're busy working. Or they're willing to work things out with you. And if you're dealing with an Aries, should you reach out to an Aries or let them be for now? Let's find out. So a positive number means, yeah, reach out. And negative number means don't do anything. Okay, so what you should do with Aries? I'll give you another card out. The 7 says don't do nothing with Aries. 7 of Cups means mixed messages, confusion, feeling overwhelmed. And then who's this card? You had a moon with the with Gemini. There's trust issues. Should Sagittarius reach out with Gemini, yes or no? The 9 of Cups. So 9 is an odd number, and no. It'll be much happier if you don't reach out. It'll fuck with your happiness if you reach out. They'll suck you into their shit. Gemini, that's for Gemini. All right, anybody else we need to talk about? I think that was it. So we asked about Pisces, Capricorn, Scorpio, Capricorn, yeah. Oh, who's this guy that's guarded from you? Leo. Yeah, all right. So should Sagittarius reach out to Leo or leave Leo be? All right, same thing. Let's see if it's a positive or negative number. All right, we have the Judgment. It's 20. So, yeah, you can reach out to Leo. I feel like if you reach out to Leo, Judgment means there'll be a second chance with a Leo. There'll be another opportunity. And Leo may feel drawn to you, or you may feel drawn to a Leo. Like you just can't let that be. And if that's the situation, respect that feeling, because some of you, either a Leo or you, are going to have epiphany about this situation. Like if they were taking you for granted, they're going to have epiphany that they should value you more, or vice versa. All right. So I let you know if you should reach out to the people that you're having issues with or not. And what you do with that is your thing. All right. I'll give you a little insight to that. If that was helpful for you, definitely let me know. Hit that like button. Give me my credit. All right. And then now we're going to go into... Wow, this is... this is getting long. You guys, are you guys having a good time so far? I'm really giving a lot to you guys here. I hope that helps you out. During these readings, I really hope to give you as much insight and foresight to a situation as possible so you can make the right decisions moving forward. All right. I hope it helps. Yeah. All right. So let me give you a bonus. Let's see what next month has in store for you. We're in March right now. So let's see what you can expect in April. Just a quick highlight here. Not going to do anything too heavy. And then we're going to do the bonus. I'll give you guys your bonus. Okay. So after this, actually, after this treat, this prediction reading, it's technically over. But you can stay if you want to watch the bonus. All right. What does Sagittarius need to know for April? Let's pull some cards. You got a Tower, the King of Cups, Ace of Swords. Wow. The Hangman. All right, give me one more. 10 of Swords. Ooh. All right. And because there's 2 negative cards there, I need another card to validate this. All right. Give me what energy are you really moving out of here? The Moon. Fudge. All right, let me talk to you about the cards. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands, and that's in your shadow energy. Ace of Wands is feeling creative. This is like getting somebody, like the universe is about to bless you, or somebody's about to bless you, give you something. I do see money here. I do see some money coming in, okay? Somebody could be giving you money, or you're finally getting paid back, or this could be a raise or a promotion, and you guys were in line to get a raise or promotion for the next 30 days. Or it could even talk about a side hustle. You start seeing money from a side hustle or something you start up doing, okay? You see it being effective, some kind of side thing you're doing, okay? All right, so we have the Tower, King of Cups, Ace of Swords, Hangman, 10 of Swords with the Moon energy. All right, so let me explain what's going on here. So in April, you will have a Tower moment. There will be another sudden change, upheaval, okay? But whatever is happening in April, and the Tower, yes, the Tower is like something suddenly freaking changes, and nobody likes when things suddenly change like that. It always feels unsettling, unnerving, because you don't know what's going to happen. It's like, so what was familiar, even though if something was negative but familiar, you get comfortable with it. But I feel like whatever this Tower is bringing in or happening, you're in this King of Cups energy, meaning you're not going to be rattled emotionally. You're going to stay emotionally stable. You have some emotional intelligence that most other people don't have. You have the skill to not be affected by a Tower moment. You know that this too shall pass, but not only that, you realize that the Tower is just knocking things down that already had cracks and holes in it, right? This is the universe coming to knock down something that wasn't on something stable, that wasn't on a solid foundation anyways. So this is knocking something down that was already had a lot of holes and cracks in it, so something bigger and better can be built in lieu of this, okay? And so I don't see the Tower rattling you emotionally. I see you being very grounded and very stable emotionally. And you may even benefit emotionally. And then we do have the Ace of Swords. This is like what the Tower does, I feel like in April, if you were under any illusions, if you were in a fog, you gain clarity, you now have insight. It's also like this Tower moment gives you some form of vindication, like justice has been served, okay? It's like you're winning. There's a breakthrough energy. You break through in some way, in a positive way, okay? Then it's like we have breakthrough, you're moving forward. Then the Hangman energy comes. Okay, so if things were stuck and if things were like feeling uncertain, I feel like this energy is at the 10 swords. I think this, you being on hold, you keep feeling like you have to wait for things. You keep being on hold, whether it's in work, your career, financially, or in love. I feel like this energy transforms itself. I feel like this is what the Tower is trying to do, is try to tear down this thing that keeps putting you on hold. Okay. Now, when the Tower is knocking shit down, yeah, this is going to be very important. You're going to feel like you're on the moon energy. It's like walking into a dark house or a dark room, and you know you have to feel your way around, and like even a clothes hanger can look like a person's hiding in a corner, but it's just a couple of coats on a hanger, you know. So things are not always they appear. Things can look much scarier, things can feel much scarier, but you're going to be okay. You're going to be in this King of Cups energy, whether you're a male or female. You're going to be emotionally grounded. You understand that even though things are confusing, you're gonna have clarity very soon after this tower completely crumbles. So while it's crumbling, yeah, it's gonna get messy, foggy, dust everywhere, confusion. Yeah, things are just gonna be very feeling people are deceiving you, deception. Somebody could be having a double life, but something gets exposed with the Ace of Swords. You see things clearly, but here's the thing: you will see the truth clearly, but you're not going to let that keep you in a stuck energy. Just because you see things clearly, you're not going to let that energy, even though it feels like you were stabbed in the back, you're being betrayed or disappointed. You're going to change your perspective, because the whole goal is you're moving forward. You're not letting this shit fuck with you. That's the whole gist of it. So expect some drama to go down in April in some way, shape, or form. But just understand that you are stronger than you realize, and you're going to be A-okay. All right, just keep telling yourself, you'll get through this. And you will, Sagittarius. And the signs we have here for April is Scorpio, Aries, Pisces, Cancer, Libra, Pisces again, and Gemini's energy. But of course, it could be any sign. All right. All right, you guys. That is your reading. And now I got a bonus. If you're up for your bonus, then I'm gonna do something fun with you. All right. So we're gonna play a game, and I'm gonna use the emotional oracle. Okay. And we're gonna play. Okay, so wait a minute. Should I use the... Okay. And we're going to see what... No, I can't do that. Hold on. So what am I going to do then? How can I give you a bonus? All right, this is just going to be a very quick bonus, okay? Where's the other oracle card? Okay, it's called the Sign of the Times. And I'm just going to pull 3 cards for you. What do you need to know for the next 30 days? All right. And it's a single word answer. And so you got to write this down so you don't forget it. And I need three advice for Sagittarius that will work for them for the next 30 days. All right. Spirit, I need 3 messages I can tell Sagittarius that no matter good or bad happens, it will help them out in some way, shape, or form. All right, what is it? The 3 things they need to know. All right. The first one is coins. It says good luck. All right, so Spirit wants me to let you know that the next 30 days, you're going to be in a blessed energy. Okay, it's almost being in the Wheel of Fortune energy. You're going to have, like, you're going to almost be more fortunate. You're going to be lucky. You're going to be in this lucky energy. Good luck is around you. And especially if you see pennies or dimes on the floor, those will be your signs and symbols. You may also find things that you thought were lost, okay, which would be another sign and symbol to remind you that you're going to be lucky for the next 30 days, all right? So even when things don't seem to go your way, just know that this delay, this setback is for my higher good. Even though I don't understand how that's serving me that way, I just got to trust that it is. All right, number 2. We have crystals. There's some kind of achievement. If you got crystals, tap into your crystals, or just put crystals around your desk, or just holding crystals will be helpful. And again, any type of crystal right now is to remind you that you're on your path to achieving a goal, whether it's a love goal or a career goal or even a financial goal. Or a family goal. Yeah, you're achieving something in the next 30 days. All right. And something about a crystal could be significant in that way for you. All right. If you see a crystal in a magazine or you have one, and you know, that's significant. And crystals can be in many different shapes and sizes and colors. So keep your eyes open. And the third thing is for you is mirror. All right. Reflection time. So we talked a lot about that. Your circumstances are a reflection to what beliefs you're buying into. So the mirror, the universe, the circumstances are your mirror. It's a mirror back to you. So you want to know if you're buying into good beliefs or negative beliefs. Look at what's happening in your current situation. It's that simple. And also doing some mirror reflections like affirmations in the mirror could be very beneficial at this time. Or, you know, talking to the mirror, talking to yourself in the mirror, saying positive things. Shown a lot of studies that it does help a person's self-image or self-esteem. And you can even do some scrying too if you want to see your past lives. Just saying. So mirror is your symbol. Coins will be your symbol. And crystals are your symbol. You got 3 symbols in the next 30 days. So things are going to be being reflected back to you. So when you have a negative situation being reflected back to you, it's not for you to get upset or fret about it. It's just showing you that this is what you're buying into. And if you want to change it, acknowledge it, and then own it. And then now you can change it, right? Change your belief about something or about yourself. And then we have achievement and good luck. So this is going to be a time where you're being reflected on. You're going to be lucky. And you're going to achieve something. That sounds pretty damn good for me. What about you, Sagittarius? When they talk about I'm going to be lucky and achieving, all right, you're always having things reflected back to you. Always. But, you know, now just like pay attention to what is being reflected. What are you being aware of? What are you being specifically aware of that's being reflected back to you? Or do you need to do one of those mirror affirmations? I haven't done those in a long time. I may actually do one of those. Those really do freaking work. I read some really good studies about doing mirror affirmations or talking to yourself in the mirror. Okay. All right, you guys. That's what I got for you. All right. Thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoyed your reading. And tomorrow is Capricorn. Wednesday is Aquarius. Friday is wild card. I'm switching up wild card. Wild card is like anything can happen. You know, the format can change. Everything changes. And this Friday it definitely is. And then Sunday is reflective Sunday to check in, see where the energy is at for my couples and singles. Fridays and Sundays is all signs. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is just for the single signs. And then next Monday on the 16th is Pisces. We have Pisces, Tuesday, Aries, and then Taurus. All right, you guys. Get your subscription in so you'll get notified. But other than that, thank you all for being here. Take care of yourselves and each other. Peace and love. Peace and love to all of you. All right. Good night.